can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both, I don't wanna choose. And I'm quick, cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Honestly, don't give a fuck about who in front of me. Dropped 2 mixtapes in 6 months, what bitch working as hard as me?
Yeah, well, it happened, guys. That is the splitter. Hey there. And it is fucked. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but there it is. That's the fucking car killer right there. There's fucking potholes right on the train tracks. Just caught the fucking splitter, threw it under. Damn, that shit fucked it up. Yeah, oil pan is definitely cracked. It shoved the flow splitter is fine. It's underneath. This is like the plastic from the bumper. Shoved it right through. And there's definitely oil. This is the coolant right here and the oil right there. Oil pan is fucked. Oh man, I got my special head on today, guys. If you can't tell already, there's been an issue with the Mark 7, and by issue I mean, well, the flow design splitter is gone, at least one of them. Went over a pothole, show you guys the video. It was pretty devastating. All right, guys, so as you can see right there, that's the oil pan, and it's definitely cracked. There is some pretty good leaking going on. You can see it's still fucked. Right here up above, you can see, looks like the throttle pipe right there. Right there, it punctured that shit, so that goes up into the intercooler that needs to be replaced, as well as, guess what, guys, the Spulin HKS blow-off valve came with these charge pipes right here, and they're completely fucking, that shit's just crushed. That means the charge pipes have to come off. If the charge pipe comes off, that means I have to go back to stock, which means the blow-off valve has to come off, which really sucks, because the HKS took forever to install. So HKS blow-off valve has to come off. We're pretty much going back to stock, guys, almost completely. This sucks. All right, so this right here was part of the HKS blow-off valve spuling kit, and this pipe at the bottom is kind of crushed in. So we're gonna take it off right now, take a look at it, see if it's salvageable. If not, we're gonna go back to the OEM one, and that would suck because we'd have to take all this back off just to go back to stock. And that means we'd also have to put the stock, take out the stock block on the diverter valve, which means we're back to the pretty much complete stock setup after all the money spent. We're gonna take the bumper off because we're gonna check to see if the intercooler is damaged, because all the plastic inside looks pretty messed up, as do I, judge not. But we are gonna take off the bumper. If you wanna grab that side right there, we're just gonna like jimmy it off. There we go. Just gonna pull these off right here. These are for the fog lights. And then I'll just take that off to the side. So it looks like it broke all the plastic inside up in this biznatch. The wiring looks like it's okay in here. But the radiator, or that's the intercooler, looks a little wonky. So I don't know if that shit's bent or what. We're gonna figure it out. It doesn't look too bad. It just looks like it did take a good ding right here. It looks like it goes up, and it's also kind of inwards. I do have the Golf R intercooler, so I mean, I could just swap it out now. It would be a good time to do that. This plastic is all fucked up though. Doesn't look like anything else is messed up. The wiring is still good. The hoses look good. Fender liner is good. Yeah, nothing of the framework is messed up or bent. And then right here, the tab that held the actual charge pipe on is like folded over. It was a lot more. We had to take a pry bar to it to get it open enough to stick a ratchet in there. So now we're gonna take that off. So here is the charge pipe, guys. It's pretty flat. Took a big ass dent to it. It bent the tab and everything. So this is cutie. This is a nice little piece, but it feels done for. So, all right, guys. So we're gonna pull out the flow splitter right now. This is direct from the wreckage of the GTI. So we're gonna see how it endured. Since what we did last video was actually a torture test, this is the ultimate test, hitting a huge pothole slash dip at about 30, 40 miles an hour. So. All right. So as you guys can see here. This is oil, oil and coolant all over this, and it still took a huge beating. If you look right here, you have the entire like underside of the lip shaved down. Actually looks like it took a massive beating right here. Yeah, wow, it just like completely shaved off the entire front of this lip all the way down. Everything looks good here except when you get to, this was the underside of the car right here, the belly, the tray. Splitter went directly through here, busted a hole right through the tray, and took the entire tray with it. So you know the hardware was pretty good. It lasted. Unfortunately, the actual tray of the car isn't as durable. So it was either the track. Well, the thing is, there was the tracks, and right behind each track was a big ass pothole and a dip. So it dipped into a pothole and just ripped it off.
So it's the splitter's fault, and the splitter ruined the car. So I think
no, it's honestly when you lower your car, it is a risk with any splitter. But other splitters like the Maxton would actually break upon impact, and it would still mess things up. But this has a tendency of being so strong that it stayed intact, but unfortunately was shot up under the car. And since it's so tough, everything else under the car was a lot more fragile than it. So the throttle pipe, the charge pipe, looks like the oil cooler, and a couple other things got fucked up by the splitter. But it's not the splitter's fault. The splitter works great. It does its job. It's tough as fuck. But if you're low, that's the risk you take.
When you're low, you drive
When you're
slow.
low, yeah, it's low life. You get used to it. But the oil pan also, I don't know if I mentioned that, oil pan took a beating too. So that's cracked. We're gonna change it with a steel oil pan. And hopefully we can get things fixed up for around $300-400. We're not getting insurance in on this because honestly, my deductible's too high. And it wouldn't really matter because I can fix this myself, so. Forgive my appearance, guys. It's been a long day. As you can see, I have pretty much the whole front end of my car stripped apart, and it's been rough. So, of course, I cracked the bumper. It's definitely salvageable. It doesn't look too bad. I popped it back into place. It looked bad at first, but it's really not that bad. I punctured, there's a big ass hole in the throttle pipe. The charge pipe got smashed, as well as, what else? All the plastic in and around the intercooler and the belly of the car is just thrashed. It all shattered, ripped apart. Also cracked my oil pan. So that's not cool. But luckily we have a couple of replacement parts on hand. So still have this from a while back. I don't know if you guys remember this, but this is the steel oil pan. I never installed it, kind of got lazy, and now's the chance, I guess. So we have a cracked plastic oil pan. We can take the OEM one off, go with the steel oil pan. And unfortunately, with everything going on right now, the hurricanes and all the bullshit, the companies I work with are not going to be able to send parts out anytime soon. So this is gonna be a major setback for now, especially because I really cannot afford to buy new parts. So this is really tough. So hopefully the intercooler isn't damaged. If it is, I'll have to take it out and put the Golf R intercooler that I do have in my shed. So luckily I do have a replacement in case it is thrashed. So I can go ahead and grab that. But the intercooler and the stainless steel pan are the only two replacements I have. So the charge pipes and the throttle pipes, I have to somehow get new ones. So that's gonna be tough right now, especially because I am super broke. Like, super broke. So unfortunately, this is my only car, so this is kind of a major issue for me. This is my daily. It's the only thing that I can get around with and, you know, go grocery shopping or go to work or whatever. So this is my only transportation, which really sucks. I have created a GoFundMe page. It is in the description below. Normally, I would never do this kind of thing, guys. I need to get this car up and running. And without this car, guys, there's no content. So, I mean, there's 10,000 of you awesome motherfuckers. If you guys can come together just this one time and each donate just like $1, that would be more than enough to not only fix this car, but to get content for like the rest of the year. Like, that would be amazing. Like, super dope. So if you guys could please, Grizzly Gang, help a brother out, share this video, hook a brother up so we can get the Grizzly GTI back on the road, guys, and start get some content coming back, because if not, this thing is just gonna sit here until I can get it fixed. And let me tell you, with all honesty, it's gonna be a while. If I can't get, you know, anything off from the GoFundMe, I'm gonna have to start parting out the car. And I really don't wanna do that because this is something that we have pretty much built together over the last year. So it'd be really a shame to have wasted all that time and have to go back to stock after all the videos and everything we've been through. So if you guys could really help me out this one time, I would be super grateful for that. Even $1, guys, could help me get this thing back on the road, which is like a super big deal because I need the car to like go anywhere and like get food and like work and shit. So it's kind of a big deal. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have for now. I can't really give you too much more of an update because I don't really know what's going on completely. I have to kind of dig in there, figuring out what's going on, what I need to replace exactly besides the throttle and charge pipe, see if the intercooler is damaged, and if I need to replace that as well. So pray for me, guys. And I'm praying for all you motherfuckers out there in Houston and out there at fucking Florida about to get hit by Irma, and all y'all motherfuckers about to get hit by Jose and now Katiana or whatever the fuck. And y'all unlucky motherfuckers. That's some crazy shit going on down there. And I pray for you guys. So what I'm gonna do is, for every $1 that you guys donate to me to help fix the GTI, get the content back on this channel, 50 cents of every $1 is gonna go to those unlucky motherfuckers on the East Coast about to get hit by Irma and Jose and Katidiana, or whatever the fuck she's called. So those guys really need the money, way more than I do. So every 50 cents of every $1 will go to them. So guys, if you won't do it for me, do it for the brothers out in Houston, Florida, wherever the fuck. I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Whew. So hot out here. I wish it would rain, you know, like a hurricane. Nah, I'm just kidding. That was bad joke, bad timing, my bad. Anyways, so this bitch had a motherfucking heart attack right now. Stay boosted, bros.